Welcome to the 2022 Hyundai Tucson Highlander. This is the second from the top flagship, sitting under the Highlander N-Line. It's available with a choice of 2 petrol engines and a turbo diesel, which is what we're testing here. We must admit, the design has grown on us since it first arrived, with a sophisticated front grille and integrated headlights providing a distinctive face. You immediately know this is a Tucson. The wheelbase is identical to the Kias, and that's because it is based on the same platform. However, in Australia and in these trim levels, the Sportage is 30mm longer overall, while sharing the same width. The Tucson is also 5mm taller, even though both offer 181mm of ground clearance. Going for the diesel means you automatically get all-wheel drive as standard. According to Redbook, the Tucson uses a on-demand system, while the Kia features a constant all-wheel drive setup, although neither vehicle is designed for serious off-road conditions. As for the Kia, this is the flagship Sportage GT-Line. It looks very busy at the front, with an almost full-width grille dominating the face, but overall it looks quite sophisticated and modern. We prefer the smoother panel contours down the sides, compared with the edgier Tucson, and the rear end gives off a more premium theme in our opinion. But really, it's much of a muchness, and all depends on your personal tastes. The Sportage uses a different suspension tune to the Tucson, with local engineers running separate testing and tweaks for the Australian market. In our opinion, the Tucson is slightly softer and more comfortable, while the Sportage is a touch tighter and sportier. Both feel quite good on the road anyway, for their segment. Interestingly, both of these models feature 19-inch alloy wheels, wearing the exact same 235/55 Nexen Rhodian GTX tyres. These are not really our tyre of choice, as braking performance seems pretty average. The tallish sidewalls help with ride comfort though, and protect the rims against heavier impacts on rough or unsealed roads. Taking a look inside, and the Tucson is clearly more focused on luxury. This test vehicle shows off the sumptuous brown leather upholstery, as well as the twin sunroof option, which really lightens up the decor. The main dash fascia is chunky and features a 10.25-inch touchscreen, as well as some flush buttons for the common functions. We like that the climate controls are on a separate panel, so you don't have to go digging around in the screen just to change the fan speed. These front seats offer decent comfort and some lateral support, with electronic adjustment, including on the inside of the passenger seat, so rear passengers can get more comfortable, or annoy the passenger. Speaking of which, rear legroom is plentiful. The floor is almost completely flat, and you have climate vents and twin charging ports. There's also a flip-down armrest with cup holders. Over in the Kia, this goes for a sportier theme, with leather upholstery featuring grippy suede-like sections on the tops of the seats. The dash is dominated by a single-piece curved screen, although 2 separate digital screens are hidden within. We think the center console in the Kia is a bit more practical, offering more storage space, adjustable cup holders, and a big center box. Rear seat room is pretty much the same, but the USB ports are repositioned to the backs of the front seats, and there's handy bag hooks for light shopping. We love the design of the interior door handles in here, and the wood-style trim is a nice touch. You get slightly more boot space in the Tucson when the seats are folded down, but with them up, it is pretty much identical. There's a 12-volt socket on the wall, a 2-position pull-out security blind due to the reclining rear seats, and a full-size spare alloy wheel under the floor. Like the Tucson, the Sportage offers levers to fold down the rear seats from the back, which is really practical if you live a busy lifestyle. The Sportage also features a full-size alloy spare wheel. Under the bonnet you'll find a 2-litre turbo diesel 4-cylinder engine. This is the latest engine style from Hyundai Motor Group, falling under the SmartStream family. Power and torque levels are adequate for this style of vehicle, and we're glad it's matched to a conventional 8-speed auto and not a dual clutch or CVT. In both models, power is up by a whole kilowatt over the predecessor, but torque is lifted by a more noticeable 16 Newton meters. About the only difference between the two in terms of performance and economy is overall weight. The Kia is about 14 kilograms lighter in this specification. We should also point out we tested these vehicles on separate days. And in fact, the temperature was around 19 degrees in the Tucson and only 9 degrees in the Sportage. This can impact performance. This is what they go like.